whatever you do. So if you were wondering if I was like wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row, the answer is no. Last week I said, oh my God, I have had to learn in the last few years that guarding your privacy online can be really important in my line of work. I just want to do my job. I don't want to have to wake up anymore to police at my house. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And my other little bit of advice is that if you are in this world and you're part of this anti-KJ community and then you get doxxed and then this happens to you, don't sit there and act shocked. Don't. There's literal channels that have been condoning this kind of behavior for months, and then when they have something happen to them, they start bawling and crying and acting like they can't believe this would happen. You guys know exactly what your community is capable of. You guys know exactly the kind of people that are in your community. You guys know the kind of behavior that your community encourages and endorses. So when you become the target, you don't get to cry foul. You're the ones that are making the choice every single day to hang out in the gutter of YouTube and harass people for sport. So when those same people that are your best friends because they harass me start targeting you, you need to realize and wake up to who your friends are. Because if the people around you are literally hurting other people on your behalf to get you content and then turn on you, it's called karma. This is why I do not have YouTube friends. This is why I don't do collaborations with other creators. This is why I keep to myself on this platform, because YouTube is backbiting. YouTube is full of social climbers, full of clout chasers, full of people that will like be your best friend to your face, and the minute they get a little bit of heat, they will turn on you and slam you. And in my world, I don't have to convince my subscribers that like I'm not a bad person, because my subscribers already believe that I'm not a bad person. When I go on to Twitter and other creators are talking about me, and literally there's a creator that literally said I'm the most hated creator on YouTube, and I'm pretty confident that that's 1000% not true. And just because I've been sued, that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. A lot of people get sued. Lawsuits, think of how many lawsuits the Kardashians have had. A ton. It's a part of business, unfortunately, in a litigious society and in a world where people think they can get your attention by getting into a lawsuit. It's just it's like a, I don't even know what it's like. It's a hazard of this world. So I don't have to I'm never gonna go into another creator's DMs and pretend to be their friend and then use them for content. I just won't do that. And I refuse to do that. And it's happened to me so many times that I just really don't deal with it anymore. Keep to myself. And I think if you want to have success on this platform, the best advice I can give to you guys is to really not get stuck in this toxicness of who's friends with who, and we're more popular because we're more friendly and everyone likes us. If you need to have a group of people gang up on one person, it says more about you if you're part of the gang that's ganging up on someone than it does about the other person. And I don't like all these other people, but it's I also feel how many people need to spew out or spout out about what's happening about a situation before it's too much for that specific creator. As creators, we should be encouraging our subscribers not to be doxing, not to be harassing, not to be trying to ruin our nemesis or the people that we don't like. I would never want anyone to go after someone I don't like just because I don't like them. I do actively try to avoid the drama. And I learned the hard way, and that there's people out there that will do things online that under the guise of being anonymous that they might never do otherwise, and with the fact that they believe they are anonymous and untouchable, go to lengths that are really some of the worst experiences that my family has ever had. That little boy was targeted by a woman online along with me. And I found out about this while I was involved in a lawsuit. There was someone online that was doing things to people that were really, really bad, and they were doing things to our kids. There's been a lot of videos made about me. A lot. I mean, I understand if you want to talk about me, talk about me. I really don't care. I don't care if you say a million things about me. I think I would be a hypocrite, and I've learned the hard way, because I used to get really mad when people made videos about me. Now I just don't even care, and I really don't care to comment, because it's I kind of think of it as this way. It's I go on my platform and I am a reporter and I report on people in the public sphere, and most of these people don't reach out to me, or if they do, it's not a antagonistic position. So I just sort of let people talk. The hard part for the last couple years is that a lot of the stuff that's been out there about me has just been really, really false. But instead of fighting back, I've just been trying to allow things to happen behind the scenes instead, from a legal perspective, so that I didn't ruin the possibility of the people that were doing this to be held accountable. There was this woman that was out there searching for photographs of my son, and that this woman, in collaboration with some other people, was in this group chat to try to get my husband and I in trouble. I also explained that the same person and group of people, it's one person that I believe to be the mastermind, and then I think other people just got into the situation as they were just collateral in this for her. She basically would go to anyone that didn't like me and capitalize on their dislike for me to make them not be objective about me. So she posed as, just to give you sort of a high level what happened, a woman posed as a friend of mine. So she created this online persona where she and I were best friends. And she told people that because we were best friends, she had all of this information about me. She started this when I was in the lawsuit, and she began to insert herself into my life and has told a lot of people that we were friends when I've never met her. She basically tried to convince everyone we had a relationship when we never did. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And at this point, I spent a lot more time like in my DMs talking to people, talking to subscribers, talking to people, just getting to know them. And I didn't have the best boundaries, I would say, with who I spoke to and what I shared. And I think at a point, she sort of capitalized on that, but then she also created like all of these other fake accounts. So it got to the point where I didn't even know who I was talking to a lot of the time in my DMs. So if I don't respond to your DMs, it's because she has created probably hundreds of aliases over the last 2.5 years. And she has tried to basically ruin my life and other people's lives. And it's been it's been overwhelming. She has influenced the people to sue me, or she has, I believe, or she has given them information about me to make them think I'm someone that I'm not. And then there's just been all these other minions that they know what she's doing is wrong, but they don't care, because as long as it's happening to me, they'll excuse what she's doing and they'll justify it because they think that I'm a bad person. I don't care if people don't like me, and I don't care if there's like these creators that think I'm an evil person. They've been misled by this woman, and finally, I can't believe this, she was arrested yesterday. That was why I covered the case, because he, to me, exuded everything about being fake Christian. And all of these fake responses of, I need to pray to God, and I'm praying for this, and I'm praying for that. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about all the people who can't get car loans. So these crimes are not victimless. These crimes affect everyone.
Okay, I have your attention right now. As someone that cares about the truth and finding the truth and being as accurate as possible and ensuring that I give you and deliver you content that has accuracy. I don't like to get political because that's not what I do. False narratives, conspiracies, and fear of the government, and just overall inaccurate reporting. If you care about truth and you care about not being deceived, it is so important that you understand media literacy. You are not getting the truth. Gone off the deep end and lives in a world of conspiracy. Rate the truthfulness of the reporting in which you are receiving, as they're making you believe that they're telling you the news, but they're not telling you the news. They're lying to you. A very toxic viewpoint that's based in conspiracy and not fact. It's just so important to know what it is that you are watching. If you want unbiased media, that's usually what I do for news. It starts with a fear, and they capitalize on that fear, and they exploit that fear, and they make you feel like you need an answer, and you need a pill, and you need a cure for that fear. And they manipulate you based on that fear. So I don't give a shit. And just really think about, like, is this true? Is this not true? I do care about the truth. And I try not to bring my politics into my reporting, as hard as that is. Media literacy is just so important. Truth. Literacy, reading, right? True if it's fake news. Why do you care if I lost 100 viewers? Does that bother you? It doesn't bother me. Being an idiot. Oh my, all drama. That's crazy. Was I being dramatic? I was like talking about media literacy. Is that drama? My hair is all like a mess right now because I was like laying in bed with my son. The truth doesn't care about what you believe. She said she didn't know the child. That's not a lie. All news outlets have lawsuits. That's not a good gauge of whether or not a outlet has good media. Every single news station gets sued. Every reporter gets sued. That's just part of the business. I got a cease and desist today from The Sun because of photographs from the trial. Photographs that are literally posted all over the news that have been reposted all over Twitter. And Reddit. I hope the Sun is going to send cease and desists to Twitter and to Reddit, who reposted all of their photos. Like, they're literally like, you need to remove all of these photos. And I'm like, dude, are you going to call Reddit? You going to call like Twitter? Are you going to talk to Facebook? Because your photos are everywhere. People have turned the photos from the Sun into memes. Like, are they going to go to the meme maker and be like, dude, we're suing you for using this picture and turning it into a meme? They won't. I don't want to get into a fight with you guys. She says, goodbye. The Sun is like international, but it's like the same as People or In Touch. It's just weird because everyone has posted these photos. Everyone. Every blogger, every YouTuber I've seen has posted these same photos. So it's like weird because it's like everyone just shared the photos while the trial was going on. Like all those photos from the masks and stuff, like they're everywhere. So I'm like, they sent me the letter. They didn't say a single post. Like they were like, they couldn't even tell me one photograph. And then I said to the Sun, well, then they were like, okay, you don't get to use us as like, you can't use our content in any way. And I said, so I responded back to the lawyer and I said to them, I was like, okay, so it's weird because you guys use you guys literally use my blog every day on your freaking website. I said, I could pull up 5-10 articles that literally have me sourced. I'm the top Duggar blogger in terms of like what I cover with accuracy and the people that I have like intel from. And you're going to tell me that I can't use your photos? Like, I told them about fair use too. I was like, well, no. Yeah, TMZ took my story and didn't even credit me. Cease and desist? Like, no. If we all sued each other, it wouldn't work. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. You're just so dumb. That's like when people come up from Reddit and say, you never credit Reddit. When I literally will say like, oh, whoever made this on Reddit is awesome. Ugh. I haven't had a cease and desist in a while, so it was pretty amazing actually.
Holy cow, I thought I had an ugly clown suit. Look at your chest, you look like a rotisserie chicken. Your nipples look like bologna. Get a clown?
Yes, I don't like clowns because they're freaky.
They're not freaky.